Hey guys, so it's been a while. It's been like 5 months, maybe. By the time you see this video, it's probably already January. It's definitely going to be after Christmas by the time that I post this video. But by the time that you see this video, it will probably already be January, which in that case, Happy New Year. I will probably be sleeping on New Year's Eve because I don't want to deal with it. But today, as I'm filming this for you guys right now, is December 21st. It is December 21st, and it is also the very last day for the fall semester. It's actually tomorrow the 22nd, but everything is already finished. So I have free time, thankfully, to really like grind out some videos and stuff. And today, now that I'm back, the purple box is back. Last year I filmed a similar video. It was a unfavorites and unfaves and whatever goes in between, like the ones you don't really like but you don't really want to get rid of it. Like you can actually like work with it or whatever, but there's like some key points that don't make it favorites. And we're gonna do that today. Last year I did it in the format of unfaves, the middleman, and then faves, and then in those three categories I did hair, makeup, and then art supplies, which I will do like product reviews kind of, and then in the second part of the video I will also do like a year-end review, what I learned, moments that stood out for me. If I'm slouching, I'm not used to this setup right now. I'm just sitting on my bed, which hope you like this setup. I think that if I do any like vloggy, like just casual talking type of videos, it will be here on the bed, just a little bit more casual and intimate and stuff. Just a little bit different than when I'm on by the vanity. And the lighting is a little bit different because I'm right by the window versus the vanity lights. Which also, speaking of the setup, say goodbye to the paintings because I am going to take them down. I have some personal paintings that I want to create and I want to hang them up, and I also have a couple posters that I want to hang up. So the school assignment wall is gonna go down. Yeah. So anyway, let's get into the unfaves first. I have everything written down like a professional. This video should not be that long because I actually don't have that many unfaves, and I still don't know how you would call that middle section, but I have a lot of faves, like favorites, but I don't really have a lot of unfaves and like those types. But I do have a fair amount of makeup unfaves, which we will get into. I have a lot of makeup like middlemen too. Weird year for makeup. So the first makeup unfaves are these Vegas Nay and Eyelure lashes in the style Fiercely Fabulous. I wore this recently. It was for a Christmas party with my mom and her friends. And the lashes in the box, they look really nice. They look really like glamorous and really gorgeous, just what the name is. They look fiercely fabulous. But they were really like heavy, which is funny because Eyelure lashes, like they claim to be like really light and stuff, but I find that the Eyelure ones, like even the ones that I do like, they're a little bit heavy. But one of the other like big things that stood out to me is that these don't really curl, and I haven't used these like that much. I think I used them like twice, including that time. Unfortunately, as good as they look in the packaging, they don't really look that, they don't really feel well. They also don't curl for some reason. So there's that. So the next unfave is actually this one. This one specifically. This is the Real Techniques sponge carrying case, or you know, the travel case that they came out with. I don't like this. I like the idea of it, obviously, because it's great for travel. You're not supposed to put a beauty sponge in like a plastic container. You're supposed to air dry them out. If you do that, it won't properly dry. The one from Sephora, the description on the packaging, like the box that it comes in, it actually says it's great to store like on your vanity. Like you can, like, it's good for storage also. And it has enough hold. Why don't I just go get it? It's this, and I actually have a Real Techniques sponge in it. It's a little bit like, it kind of misshapens the Real Techniques sponge, but that's fine. So there's a lot of like holes in it, so there's a lot of like ventilation coming out. So you can store this with the sponge in it, still wet, and it can dry it up. But this only has the Real Techniques logo as its ventilation. I left it in there and I already had to like throw it out, and it was still wet, you know what I'm saying? And I had to throw it out because a couple of days later it got moldy. Like this, I could smell the, I don't know why I'm smelling this, but the sponge smelled like mold. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna use a Real Techniques sponge. I'm kind of eyeing the Beauty Bakery one, the 6-pack for 18 bucks. Kind of eyeing that, except you can't get it in an Ulta store, or at least I don't think. And that's actually it for my unfaves in general, like my product unfaves. I had a couple more, but I realized that they belong in like the middle part, in the category. And then I'm going to talk about like these unfave moments that happened. There's only two. The first unfave moment of my life, or just of 2018, I'm not that dramatic. Coastal Scents discontinued the 252 palette. Like, only up until this year that I realized I'm like the queen of discontinued products. If you watched my Finn Balor video, that liquid highlighter that I put all over my face, that was discontinued like a while ago. Like, you can't get it anymore. And even in my Google Picks My Makeup challenge, I used a blush that was discontinued. All of the seasonal highlighters that I have, they're discontinued, and I have a makeup brush in here that's discontinued and you can't get it anymore. Yeah, I have a thing with like keeping discontinued products apparently. But yeah, Coastal Scents they discontinued the 252 palette, which if you don't know is a big old collection that carries 252 of their eyeshadows. Comes in this many colors, and you get it for, or you could get it, you can't get it anymore, for $25. I think one just fell out and it broke. Chunk fell out though. Something fell. It's really not that big of a deal because these eyeshadows are just their like home-based eyeshadows that you can get online. You can make like a custom eyeshadow palette, or you can buy all of them, I guess. But that was the point of this collection, the 252 palette, so you can get all of them and don't have to choose them. The other thing is that, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in a video, I don't remember which one. Now that they discontinued the 252 palette, I can't, this is just a me personal problem, I can't name the eyeshadows. So I can't just say, oh, I'm using Hot Chili Pepper from Coastal Scents. I have to like use it by color, like the color description in my head and not the name, which is kind of annoying. An eyeshadow did fall out, or at least a big chunk came off, and now it's on my bed stained. Another unfave moment is not makeup related, but it is a TV show, and if you know me, you know I don't really watch TV that much. I'm more of a YouTube person, you know what I'm saying? But this is the only TV show that I've ever loved, besides Criminal Minds. I love Criminal Minds, but I stopped watching it after this X amount of seasons. Gotham has renewed season 5, but it is their final season. They're coming back in January. I think it's confirmed that they're only doing 10 episodes. And after those 10 episodes, Gotham is gone. So now I've been having to find a new TV show, and I started watching Vikings. I'm not caught up yet. I haven't watched the new season. I'm only still on season 2, but it's good. It's good so far. So now it is time for the it's awkward saying that out loud. Like the you know that feeling, the whatever feeling. Like these products weren't so bad that I needed to put them in the Unfaves, but they're not great to where I need to put them in the Faves. Unfaves is where I won't use the product. Faves is where I will keep using the product. I'll still keep using these products, and they are makeup products, by the way. I just feel like indifferent about them. These Makeup Revolution liquid, I almost said liquid lipsticks, that's not what these are. The Makeup Revolution liquid highlighters. I like using liquid highlighters when I'm not using foundation or any sort of like powder, unless it was to set my concealer. Liquid highlighters are also good for layering under powdered highlighters. It makes your powdered highlighter just pop. But I bought these two because I thought it was going to be like a light champagne color and then a more bronzy champagne color. The names are Liquid Champagne and then Liquid Bronze Gold. But when I put them on, they're almost exactly the same. I don't know, I can't really tell the difference. And for some reason, I used this when I was in Disneyland this year. I think it was in like March that I went. I used it in the park. Well, I didn't actually go in the park. I went to Downtown Disney, and then I used it on the way home. It has like a weird like sticky feeling which actually makes sense. You know, it's a liquid highlighter, but like it felt really tight and sticky. Which yeah, it makes sense, but I'll still use this because I have it. I might as well use it, but and I kind of want to experiment with it. I kind of want to use it underneath my foundation. I've only done it once, and that was for the Finn Balor video. But yeah, I'll try it that way. These aren't that great, I guess. I'm probably not gonna buy any more, and also the shade range isn't really that great, so it's not really much of a difference. Okay, I need some brown golden goodness on here. I keep closing this and not bookmarking it. I actually should have just put this in the Unfaves because I don't plan on ever buying it again, but it's not really that bad. I made a review video on this. That is the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, chamomile, and lavender. This is actually my second bottle. I bought that first bottle to experiment with as like a makeup Fix Plus setting spray. As I said in that review video, it did work out pretty well as a setting spray. And then the second time around, I use it as like a facial toner spray. I stopped using like actual like toners with a cotton pad, and then I switched to facial toners, and then I figured, you know what, why not just give this a shot as like a facial toner spray. And it was fine. The nozzle still bothers me. I get soaked and drenched in spray every single time. I didn't really see a difference when I was using it, so, and I always keep forgetting that Mario Badescu isn't really like a reliable brand, I don't think. Like, they don't really have, like, they've gotten in trouble like a lot of times. So I don't really plan on using this that much per the reason of the name, I guess. They don't really have like a good reputation, and also it just didn't really work out for me. I didn't really like care about it. So the last bits of this section are actually like makeup brushes. I have two here that they do the same thing. I just have two of them for some reason, and it's not these two specifically. They do the exact same thing on my face, but just powder brushes in general, the regular like dome powder brushes, mainly because I don't know, I'm a very oily person, and I found something else. I will still probably use this, or both of them, for some reason. Maybe if I just want light coverage, because I feel like these, well, the main reason why I'm putting this in this category is because they don't really give that high of a coverage. So if I want, I guess if I want like really, really light coverage, then I'll use them. There are those two. And then this brush from Wet n Wild. I actually got this because I saw Raw Beauty Christie use it in one of her videos. It's the limited edition Wet n Wild bronzer brush. It's from their Dragon collection. I don't know. They came out with like 3 collections this year. It was crazy. But yeah, it's a really cool dragon. Ew. Got a really cool tail at the end. I say tail, but because I think it's actually supposed to be like a dragon tail. And it is just a dome, like it's basically like a pointed bronzer brush, but I feel like it's too like big, or my face is too big for this brush. And I feel like because this is so small for me, I do a lot more work. Again, I will still probably use it, but probably not for that purpose. And then the last thing, makeup tool is this brush. This is from AOA Studio, the Miss A website, Shop Miss A. This is their highlighting brush. The main reason why I put it in this category is mainly because of the barrel. It's really long, but when I first started using it, it felt like I was holding like a painting brush. It was very weird. Again, probably still gonna use it, but I think I only use it like twice. There is one product unfave that I forgot to mention, and it is from the same brand, Shop Miss A. It's their silicone sponge holder. This is an unfave for me, aka I won't use it. I will probably throw it away. Because mainly it's because of these things on the end. I guess it's supposed to secure your sponge in place, but I find because it's curved in, I have found my sponge with dents in it. The fact that I have to pick it up and then take the sponge out, like the sponge sticks inside of it, is kind of annoying. So now it is time for the faves. Let's get it started because I need to speed up this video. So the first category is hair, and the first fave hair thing is that I cut my hair. This isn't like, I didn't cut this part off. In my Google Picks My Makeup challenge, no, it actually wasn't that. Actually, I debuted my haircut when I did the Renewed Gotham Season 5 video thing, whatever. It was a get ready video with me. Oh, I was getting ready for my niece's first birthday. That's what it was. That was a while ago, wow. But that was when it was styled. In the Google Picks My Makeup challenge, I had it out normally. I didn't like pin it up. I don't think I'll ever go back to having long hair because I can't deal with it anymore. I'm over it. I'm sick of it, and I forever want to have short hair. There's only like a couple times when I miss my long hair. And then the second thing that I want to share with you guys is it's actually like a brand, or not a brand, but a line within a brand. Literally since I think middle school, I've always used the Garnier Sleek and Shine styling products, the leave-in conditioner and the anti-frizz serum. I actually have it right now. This is what I always used to use when I was in high school. I actually still do use this one specifically because there's still product in it, and I haven't moved on yet because there's still product in it. I realized that there was something better. Still from Garnier, but it's the Garnier Whole Friends. The Garnier Whole Blends coconut oil and coconut butter extracts line. Tames and controls frizzy hair, and it also smells really good. This is the conditioner. I also have the leave-in conditioner, and I have the smoothing oil. But yeah, I've moved on to the coconut one because it's just so much better. It leaves my hair like super like soft, and it smells really good. It like stays in my hair like for a long time. The only thing is that I don't like this packaging. I hate holding it. Like, it's so hard to hold on to this packaging while I'm pumping. I think I'm gonna, once I'm done with this, I'm gonna empty this into this. The next hair favorite are these bad boys. This is a satin scrunchie. This is from Kitsch. You can get it from Ulta. and it comes in like a pack of 5. I sometimes use this when I'm sleeping, when I'm not using my sleeping silk bonnet. And then this is a big scrunchie. It doesn't look that big on camera. There's still hair in it, I'm sorry. It doesn't really look that big on camera, but it is pretty big. It's a little bit tight, but it holds all of this hair together. Even though I shortened my hair, even though I cut my hair, these still help out a lot. And then there's this big guy that I got while I was in Seattle. I got it at Forever 21. I don't know why they don't have it in any other colors, because I totally would get more. This was only like $2, which no one told me that these existed. In all of my life, I didn't know that these existed. Scrunchies are so comfortable putting in your hair. It's not as tight as just a basic elastic rubber band. Well, not a rubber band, like a hair tie. And even then, I have to get like a special one, the one specifically made for thick hair. And even like the scrunchies they sell at like Target and Walmart, those aren't that great. Big scrunchies are where it's at. This one specifically, this is from, I got it on Amazon. This is from ohxmega. I'm glad that I found a good scrunchie, because I've heard a lot of like reviews. I don't think this one had any reviews. I'll probably write one now. But a lot of reviews that I've heard for other scrunchies I found on Amazon, like it stained the beddings and stuff like that, or it just got like really worn out and tired. But yeah, ohxmega, thank you for this. Kitsch, thank you for the satin scrunchies. Forever 21, thank you for this big scrunchie. Please release more and in more colors, because I will buy probably all of them. And the next thing I want to tell you guys about is kind of like a fave moment when it comes to my hair, is that I now have a new favorite hairstyle. My hair is finally short enough to put it in a pineapple ponytail. I've always wanted to do that, but I have had really long hair for a really long time, and now I can do it. The other thing that I started doing with my hair is that I started putting gel, which is something that I should have been doing a long time ago, because it helps keep my hair together very well. And I always thought that I didn't need it. And then speaking of gel, and this is also something that I should have been doing a long time ago, is that I started laying down my edges. Yeah, I started laying down my edges. Again, I should have just done this like a long time ago. Now that I have hair gel and some water and sometimes hairspray, my hair looks really like put up, and well, it literally is put up, but it's put together. It's nice. It's smooth sometimes. Only when I'm not at work and when I don't care. When I do care, you can see the effort. Next is makeup. I'm gonna try and put them in the order that I would put on my face. And the first part that I put on my face is primer. And for that, I have the MAC Fix Plus Lavender Spray. And I know some people don't like put like primer sprays or like setting sprays as like a primer. It's usually like their very last step. Now I always put a setting spray as a primer first. And most of the time, that's it. That's my whole primer. So when I don't want like a full matte coverage, or if I know I'm just going to be out for like a couple hours, my voice cracked. Or if I know I'm going to be out for a couple hours, I will use a MAC Fix Plus. This is like my 3rd bottle this year. So when I do spray my face first as like a first step, I will also use, well, not also in conjunction of that one, but when I do want my face to stay on for like hours and hours, I will use a matte setting spray first. And the one that I discovered and will repurchase definitely is the Gerard Cosmetics the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day setting spray, and this is this is the lavender setting spray from Gerard Cosmetics. The only thing that's kind of a bother, and I want to say this because I know that a lot of people are sensitive to smells, the scent is really strong, and my friend recently bought it. She didn't like it, but I'm just saying, she bought it, and I think she bought it in the cucumber one. I don't remember, but she did say it was very strong also. And so yeah, that is something that you may have to look out for if you decide you want to get this. Why is my voice cracking? But yeah, I use setting spray first as like a primer, and also after to set everything. So now, this probably isn't in the order that I put them in. Next I have a few makeup brushes. They're both from e.l.f. The first one is from their Beautifully Bare collection. They are the all white brushes with the clear handle. This is their like highlighting brush because Kathleen Lights has a brush that looks very similar to this, and she said it's really great for like soft blush looks, not like heavy blush looks. Like subtle blush looks is what I'm trying to say. I used this today. I don't know if my blush is actually very subtle. I did use a heavy hand, not gonna lie. This is technically a highlighter brush. To me it doesn't really look like a highlighter brush. But it wasn't this brush that she was talking about. It was actually a Tarte brush, but it was a discontinued brush. But I do follow some dupe Instagram accounts, and they mentioned that Tarte brush and also this brush. So when I saw this brush, I needed to get it. It's actually, this line is their most expensive line from e.l.f. I think this was like $10, I think, which is really expensive when it comes to e.l.f. Honestly, they're stepping up their game. They're becoming a more popular brand now. This does achieve a very, very subtle blush, and I really like it. I will probably try using it as a highlighter brush. We'll see how it goes. Then, and this is the reason why I don't use regular powder brushes, is that I rediscovered the e.l.f. powder brush. When this first like came out, people were actually, and me myself, were using this as a flat top kabuki brush to blend out liquid makeup. And then I realized, you know what, why don't I use that brush as an actual like powder brush? And then I did, but because of its shape, it's perfect to pat in your powder. And I do highly recommend it if you have oily skin. This is great to make sure that your powder is set in place. And this is also great for powder foundations. I thought that I couldn't wear powder foundations because the last time I wore it to a wrestling show, my face like looked gray. But when I use this, my face looked fantastic. Then we have something that I don't really know is actually working, but I can definitely see a difference. Maybe it's like a mental thing, but I like it and I plan to use it again and again and again. This is the Benefit Bravo Conditioning Primer. And again, I'm actually not really that sure that it actually like works. I think it is just like a mental thing because I feel like my eyebrows do look a little bit different than like my last makeup video. Probably because like, you know, your style changes a little bit. What my brows look now will probably look different a year later. It's nutrient rich primer for fuller looking brows. I was gonna read the other one, but that's in French. The next thing is actually, yeah, these are not in order of how I put them on. As you can see, I don't have like the most outstanding and, you know, luscious looking lips. So what do I do to make them look fuller and nicer is that I use the Plump It lip primer. This used to be all over Instagram. That's how I found out about it. But now I don't need the advertisement anymore because I have it and I've bought it and I will continue to buy it. The only thing is that it's a little bit expensive. It's like $30. It's in, I think it's an international brand. I think the pricing is based off of like pounds, I think. This is the best plumper I've ever used before. And I used to use the Too Faced lip injection one. That's a great one for you to get like right away. This hurts like hell, but the results are there. I'm not using it today just because I didn't feel like it, but when I use it the first couple times, I did notice a really big difference. The only thing is that you can't go like above 3 clicks, or and also don't reapply it like one after the other because your face will die. Next up are 2 products from ABH, and I think that's it for the makeup faves. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Matte Bronzer in the shade Mahogany. For the longest time, I was only using NYX Matte Bronzer in the shade Deep Tan, I think. And I don't know what happened. It used to work so well, but maybe my skin got darker or whatever. And it was like a new like product that I had, it's like stopped working for some reason. Like there was no like definition in my face after I was using that bronzer, and I was like at a complete loss because that was the darkest bronzer that I could find. The only bronzer to work for my skin, which that sucks, but you know. And then I figured, you know what, I might as well just give this a shot. It looks like a dark enough bronzer to work, and it is because I'm using it today. If you can't tell, it is pretty expensive. It's like 28 bucks, but I think it's worth it. Then we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Omrizi highlighter. There's something about this highlighter, guys. It's so like blinding, and from what I've heard, it works for all skin tones. I've seen it on deep skin tones, my skin tone, lighter skin tones. It's very, very universal, and there's something, I don't know what it is, but this doesn't like, it doesn't flake. It's very weird. That's how it looks like swatch. I've done that like 3 times already. And I also really like the whatever, I don't know what it's called, but it looks like there are sand dunes in it. I'm wearing it today. That's what it looks like. I know I go a little bit overboard when it comes to my highlight, but yeah, I'm not gonna stop. And that is it for the makeup faves. It is now time to go to the art faves. 3 of them, they're actually all from Michaels. Both of them I don't have on hand right now, but that's a lie, I do. One needs to be set up, so I'll just show pictures in frame. The first one is the Artist Loft All Media Flat Surface Easel. It's like a 30 by 40 like flat easel. It's basically what the name is. So far I've only used it for sketching and drafting. I haven't really gotten use for painting yet. I really want to try it once the year is over. I like the idea that it's a flat surface and not like the regular like triangle easels, because I feel like because it's flat, I have a more secure surface. And then the next one is actually a soda crate box that I got from Michaels. I use it to hold up my markers and a lot of my pens. I bought this box because of Bailey J. She is an artist on the internet, and she uses it to store her Copic case. Or not her Copic case, it's her Copic case, but she has like other stuff in there, like pens and stuff. Oh, sorry. Like pens and stuff, and just, yeah, it's a great storage idea, and I'm really, really glad that I got it because it saved a lot of space for me, and it's easier to access my markers and my pens. The only thing is that Bailey, she used 2 boxes. She put one in front of the other and hollowed out the front one so that the markers can, you know, go in deeper. I could have done that, but it seemed like a lot of work, and I also don't have enough space for 2 boxes, or like a wider storage area on my desk, so I'm gonna have to deal with it. So, but yeah, it's a great idea for storing your markers and your pens, especially if you have a lot of them, and I do. And then the final, which I'm actually like concerned, well, not concerned, but I'm actually like shocked that these are the final ones, because I kind of already just now like bought them. Like, well, I bought them for the semester, and it's actually these. These are the Pentel Arts. The Pentel Arts Aquash water brushes. This one actually isn't, but like these types of brushes are really, really dope. This one is actually from the Koi to go watercolor box thing. I'll show a picture, you know. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to add that in here. But these 3, they actually come in a pack of 4. I lost the other one. This one is the flat one. This one is the small one, and then this one is the medium one. I lost the large one. I don't know how I did that. These are really, really handy for when you're out on the go and you want to paint something, but you don't want to bring like a thing of water and another separate brush. You have both of those in one. So what you do is, oh, excuse me. So what you do is you unscrew this part, fill in this part with water. There's still water in there. And then you squeeze this part, and how hard you squeeze and how long you squeeze is how much water you will get. So that is it for my 2019. I'm ready for this video to be done. Hey guys, so if you're wondering why the setting has drastically changed, the lighting has drastically changed, I'm not wearing any makeup, my hair is down, it's because I have to refilm the outro for this video. Yeah. It is the next night from when I filmed the 2018 favorites video. I was editing the video, and the closer I got to the end, I ended up realizing this video is almost 50 minutes long. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut the video into 2 parts. What a way to come back into YouTube, everybody. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to cut the video here, and the next part will be my 2018 favorite moments and overall review of 2018. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!